Okay, so I just read about the Austin bomber. I didn't know this was going on in Austin, Texas, right? Uh, wow, they so he what happened was you should look it up if you haven't seen it. There was this young man who was the Austin bomber, and it just happened recently while the march for our lives is going on and all this stuff. So this young man was sending bombs around the city of Austin, like putting them on people's doorsteps, and then like doing all these bad things. And so finally, the police caught up to him this week, and he blew himself up. But they're saying he's not a terrorist, even though he they were acts. It was terror. He caused terror, fear. He's not a terrorist, you know, to ISIS or something. So I just read about that. I was like, whoa! I didn't know. I had no idea that was going on in Austin. So for like 3 weeks, for all we knew, even though I'm just talking on my blog and about the problems here and problems there and stuff, and problem with the economy and stuff, I had no idea Austin was like under the reign of terror of this young bomber that they caught up to, and he blew himself up. Okay, so that was yeah, that's major headline news. That sort of like, yeah, after March for Our Lives and all that stuff is the Austin bomber that got caught. So that's one news you can look up for tomorrow and talk about. It's huge. And then, recently saw a article about Manhattan, Kips Bay, Manhattan. They actually call it Night of the Living Dead. Why are there homeless people all over Manhattan now? Because I distinctly remember this. They closed all the shelters in Chinatown. I remember there was a debate. I think they closed it, or they downsized it. There was the debate a few years back in Manhattan, Lower Manhattan, I think around Chinatown. They wanted to close some beds, and like the Chinatown people and the people, they were fighting to keep it open. And I guess I don't recall what happened, like if they kept it open or not. But I am guessing you're seeing more homeless people and more drug addicts on the street because they have they have gotten rid of those shelter beds the same way they got rid of rent control buildings, and now people who used to need help and stuff have nowhere to go, and so they're hanging out on the street. And this happened a few years back, maybe 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. They were fighting to keep those buildings open because what they're doing is selling them and redeveloping them into fancy condos. But now, as those buildings are getting rid of, there's no place for them to go. All right. And I know you want to talk about, I know you want stuff for tomorrow for school and stuff. You want what's hot and what to talk about. And maybe, you have, this part of your connected digital world. I'm not going to talk about my private love life or anything that I don't have one. As you can see, I do not have one. All right. But I will answer this one question I received, right? Which is, how do I get my face to look like this? You know how I'm always making fun of PewDiePie's audience, right? How they're young, but like they're all like that. Okay. And they're like, look, we try, all right? We get our eyebrows done, we comb our hair, we wear nice clothes, but we're all like that, right? I tell you, this like how it's all framed and stuff is on purpose. It's balance. Like I'm keeping my balance. And I know there's a camera there. What you guys do all the time is you're driving or you're playing, right? You're dancing. You're off balance. That's why you look like that. This, the camera's there. I'm balanced. Like I'm keeping my balance. It's like I'm posing straight. I'm not like driving, right? Like what you want? What you want? I gotta keep my eye on the road. What you want? I'm not like that. I'm all balanced. That's the only way to do it. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Have a good school day, school week tomorrow.